I wanted to do a short video about kind of an image uh, that came to me to explain a little bit of an abstract concept that I think is pertinent right now. This is being filmed on November 12th, kind of recently post election, where there's a lot of fear and hate and distrust. And I just had a long conversation with my husband last night about how divisiveness and separation has been used against us as a mass of people to make us more easy to subjugate and have power over and feel disempowered and disenfranchised. And I just had, I was just, so we've been thinking a lot about people who voted for Trump and some of the reasons, and we actually watched a documentary that had some imagery of some people saying really angry things toward the idea of Black people living in their neighborhood. And and I was like, that's pain, that's fear, that is deep fear that people are experiencing, that it's causing these deep lash outs. And one, there could be many reasons why people voted for the person that they did. One reason that I know has mobilized some people I personally know is border control. And so we were talking about how if you truly fear that someone will cross the border and you know seriously threaten your family's life, you're put into this survival mode that is just based on fear, and then can turn into hatred and animosity and dehumanization of the other side. And um and people who do not see the situation that way um end up hating or fearing the policymakers or the media that is telling people, or the leaders that are telling people that the border is a deep, dangerous concern. But that we're just repeating the fear. We're fearing the people who are creating. We're going, oh, I fear you because you create their fear. So now we're fearing again. And that's just a really natural response to be like, I need to stand up when I see wrongdoing. I need to stand up when I see bullying, when I see unkindness, whatever. And that's something we've been taught, and that we mostly believe, and that we believe that we should encourage in ourselves and find the bravery to do. And I was like, yeah, it makes so much sense. But we're creating the fear again. And it's like, so who cares? And I was like, it's as if humanity's overall collective experience is a swimming pool, and the different emotions or vibrations or frequencies, however you want to phrase it, that we are operating from have a color. So let's see, fear is green. Say hatred is red. And so somebody tells you that someone wants to cross your border and seriously harm your family. And so you start experiencing fear, and you release green into the swimming pool. And then someone else is told, do you know that they're telling those people things about the border that makes them hate them, and they're being violent now toward the border, or very uncaring. And they go, oh my gosh, and you're like, oh, isn't that dangerous to you? It sure is. So now you have the fear toward the leaders that are promulgating these fears, these ideas. And so you release the green, and that actually helps those agendas who want us in fear, because when we're in fear, we cannot look at the luxuries of who is actually making all of our decisions for us, and is that necessary? Is it needed? Is it best? We can't get there. Right now we're trying to defend our family from an immediate threat, and that's great. That's great for the people in charge, because we can't get to those luxuries. So now everyone's releasing the green, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt anything if you hate them. That's fine. That totally does it. And so let's say this swimming pool is turning greener and greener for a variety of fears. Anything will do. And it's like when you're maybe a unfearful human, and you find yourself in a swimming pool of green, you see this green, and it puts you in, it's an invitation to also express some fear at anything that occurs to you. It makes it more likely for anybody who is outside of these issues and did not previously care to also find a reason. It's an invitation to fear, just seeing this green in the water. And so even if this fear is never expressed, if it is private, if you never put it on Facebook, if you never say it to another person and you go, this is okay, I'm not putting it out into the world. Oh yes, you are, because your body, everything your body creates, is creating these colors in the swimming pool. And the more moments of our lives, let's say peace, harmony, love is blue, the more moments of your life where you are feeling those is turning the swimming pool blue. And it's just, it affects it. And it can be very hard for me to really go, yeah, that just feeling it here on my porch is going to make a difference. But it does. And it just does. And I'm starting to be able to understand that and feel that how my state of mind affects things. And certainly eventually, like when I interact with someone, the overall energy that I've been in for the previous week, we'll say, will then be expressed to another human, which they can truly pick up on. But I think even when if I was a hermit and never came out, I think it would still affect that swimming pool. So it's very hard. I think it's really hard for people who feel like they're seeing oppression, hatred, unfairness, violence toward other people, to not go, it is my duty to hate that. It is my duty to just reject it. However I can, I have to reject it, or I'm not doing what I know is right. And it does make so much sense. And I think maybe there is some level of this where you do, it's kind of like, instead of this active rejection, it is more not taking the bait. But you know, and I think there is a level of standing up for someone if you have the opportunity, if like you have an opportunity or a circumstance where you can say something, do something, you have that in front of you. But like, you know, we all have social media platforms in front of us where we can spew, you know, and that really affects the swimming pool. And I think this is a growth area. We're going to have to slowly understand that it's not working, it's not helping. We're not happy, we're not better when we are doing our duty of rejecting and hating the other side, even for reasons of wanting to stand up for our fellow man. So that's muddy and confusing. But I like that swimming pool thing because you can just see how each moment of color plus everyone else's moments of color can really create an effect. Yeah, each moment, every experience that we have affects that swimming pool. And so I think that motivates me, helps me to think of that as every moment, any moment I can be in happiness, joy, lightness, laughter, love, compassion, understanding, means something, contributes, makes a difference. And it could be very powerful if everyone did that all of a sudden. That's it. Thanks for watching.